This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, any other questions or doubts? So all the sessions we'll start with this question only, okay? So before starting the day's content, I'll start with any questions or I'll take up and I'll clarify, and then only I'll go to the current content. Okay? So you need not worry about all those things. So we'll give at least 10 to 15 minutes for any doubts before starting the day's content. If you don't have any questions, then we'll go forward and do that. Otherwise, we'll discuss on the questions or clarifications. Whatever. You can ask anything that is related to Tosca. Even if it is a simple thing also, don't ever hesitate to ask any questions. So that is how you learn, okay? Don't feel shy or down anywhere. You ask any damn simple question or silly question, I am ready to answer. And one more thing, try to be on time, okay, from tomorrow, exactly by 9 o'clock, so that we will not waste any more time. So we'll jump to the actual session. I'll be there on time only by 9 o'clock. So we'll have doubt session for 10 to 15 minutes. If anything is there, then we'll start the day's content.
Vikram, this is Anuradha. Actually,
Yeah.
while training, like when you are doing the class, we are going to install the environment, like Tosca
Yes.
environment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll guide you how to do
You are
that.
going to
And if
guide
you
us, right? We should not be
yes, yes.
ready for you with the environment ready,
No,
right?
no, no, nothing like that.
Okay.
We'll start from there only.
Okay. I
Okay.
got it.
So
Thank you.
first 2 or 3 days will be very slow
Okay.
to customize you and everything. But from maybe Monday will be very fast. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So today and tomorrow it will be like the basics of basics of Tosca, what are the contents of it, how the architecture works and everything. And then from Monday we'll get the actual technical things. Today and tomorrow we'll know all the UI things, you know, all the whatever we see, what is the use of that, what is the background of that, and everything.
Like without company ID, are we in my system without company ID? I will be able to install Tosca if there is no
Yes,
company ID.
yes. No,
Oh,
not needed. You'll be able to do that with your Gmail also. You'll be able
okay,
to do certifications also
okay, okay,
with Gmail.
okay.
Okay. For some time, Tricentis stopped the certifications using Gmail IDs, but after that they have resumed it. Now it is possible to do certifications also. You'll also get the trial license with your Gmail ID. Also, you'll be able to do certifications.
Okay. Okay.
So just be ready with your computer and proper i5 processor and 8 GB RAM and enough space. That's all. So that is the prerequisite. Then we'll start from basics only. I'll start from zero, okay, not from one also. I'll start from zero and I'll take you to 10.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
yesterday's session I forgot to attend. So, can you like give a brief overview about that?
yeah. So let me share it, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you some, 5-10 minutes. I'll explain you what we have discussed yesterday. Unfortunately, the session was not recorded yesterday. Uh, I think it's my fault only. I did not do it properly, so that's a great loss actually. Okay, so we discussed. I mean, we started with the what is software testing, then why it is important, and everything like this. So don't worry, you will get this PPT also along with your course materials and all. I'll give you the entire PPT. So how it goes is like I'll prepare a PPT. Each slide will be for that session. Okay, whatever we discuss in session number 1, 2, 3, or 4, you will have the entire content. So when you join into some company and when you are doing some projects, if you want to uh, revise or whatever, if you want to get some clarification on how do we implement a certain concept, you can simply go to the PPT, search for your concept, and directly go to that recording. Okay, it will be like an index. Okay, and I'll give you whatever we do in the training session, right? We'll develop many number of test cases, and all that will be also be provided to you. Okay, the entire workspace or Tosca subset unit, which you will be able to import and keep it as a reference. You need not redevelop it. You can develop it if you want. Otherwise also you'll have it as a reference. Okay, so we discussed on what is software testing and why it is important, and what are various methodologies and everything. Then we discussed about differences between manual and automation testing. So what are the different parameters and what is the difference, like if you take timing, what it takes automation and what it takes for manual testing. So always automation is on the higher side, not on the higher side, I mean the uh, metrics, but we'll have advantages. Okay, more advantages with automation. Whatever you take timing, if you take 5 days for manual testing to be executed, automation will not take more than 2 or 3 days, depending on the tool. Okay, if you take Tosca, if execution of 100 test cases takes 5 days for manual testers to do it, it will not take more than 1 or 2 days when it comes to Tosca, because Tosca has the capability of executing the test cases overnight without your attention also. You can simply schedule and you can log off also. You can simply shut down your machine also. This will be done overnight, and next day you can come whatever test cases are passed or failed, and you can do whatever, you can take it forward. You want to retest them, you want to rerun them, or do them manually, or you want to debug and report anything like that. In the same way, human effort also. So if you take 7 people or 6 people for 100 test cases to be executed, you will not need a single person also. You'll simply need one person only. Simply you can schedule all your test cases and you can do your own other works also. You'll be able to develop other test cases also. They'll be running in the background simply. But to during development, it will take more human efforts. But once they are done, you can use the same test cases for years and years. I have developed uh, uh, about 180 test cases in one of my projects, and that is before 2 years, okay? And people are still using the same test cases for their regression. They'll run it bi-weekly, so once in 2 months, and they are simply using still now till today also, and about 90% is the pass percentage. So that again depends on the developer and the best practices implementation, which we'll discuss throughout this training program. And again, tools also, like there are many tools for manual testing, but number of automation tools are less, but very effective. Then for training also, see, if you have to train manual people, it takes lots of efforts, right? And people are not very constant. They may leave organization, and if some new people comes, again then they have to be trained, and it goes on like that, right? If people are leaving and coming, that would not be a good uh, thing for organization and for testing also. But when it comes to automation, once you develop all the test cases, it simply takes uh, minimal efforts. Okay, you need not train also. So you need to be trained on Tosca, and application is like common. Okay, Tosca is common for every application, and you can do it. And then infrastructure also. So once you develop any test cases in any automation tool, not only Tosca, they are there forever, right? You know, you don't need separate infrastructure to be developed every time. And then yeah, these are the top 15 automation testing tools. Don't simply call them automation tools, okay? Always when you speak about automation and tools, include testing in between them, because there are many other automation tools which are for different purposes. But whatever we are speaking, all these 15 top tools are for testing only, not for other automation activities. See, there are many other automation processes like front office automation and other things, but no, these tools are not for that. Automation testing tools. So remember these three words and speak them together. Then yeah, how Tosca was started and what it supports. So Tosca supports both development activities and operational activities also. And then what are the advantages of Tosca? So completely codeless. You need not write a single piece of code also. Everything is written in the background, and there will be need for writing a code and developing, but that will not be done by the automation engineers. You need not worry about that. That will be taken care by Tricentis. Of course, that is also an expensive matter. So what happens is some controls cannot be scanned using normal engines and everything. So then comes the uh, creation of customized modules. So that will not be done by us, because we are not coding guys or anything. So we can take it up to Tricentis, which is the parent company, and they'll handle it. So they'll quote some price. If organization is okay, they'll forward. Otherwise, they'll leave it. Then integration with ALM tools to monitor in real time. Tosca can be integrated with many of the ALM tools like HPQC, Jira, and many other tools like Qtest and everything. So everything will be updated and monitored in the real time only. You need not wait for days and days together to update. Everything will be updated in real time. Once a test case is passed or failed, it will be updated in the ALM tool. That can also be done. Okay, then requirements gathering and risk assessment. So we'll be able to gather the requirements within Tosca tool only. We need not have a different ALM tool or anything. Or when they are integrated, all the requirements will be coming and sitting in the Tosca. So that is why Tosca is gaining this much of popularity. Okay, this can be treated as enterprise tool, and many aspects can be covered with this. See, easy to use interface and easy to understand. This is for developers. Okay, so see, we are also called developers only. We are developing a test case simply. So then reusability, one of the key USPs what we pitch in trainings and actually also. So once an element or any link or text box, be it okay, any radio button, any checkbox is scanned, it can be used in any number of test cases. There is no limit. You can use in 10, 100, 1000, 1 lakh, million, any number of test cases. And then end-to-end testing activities. So if you have 2 or 3 applications and data flows through all these applications till the final processing, you will be able to do, or you'll be able to automate all the applications in real time only, in a single go only. Okay. So these are all the advantages of Tosca. Then we have run one test case using Tosca, and we have generated a report also, which we'll be doing many times in the training program. But yesterday I have done one end-to-end testing, but unfortunately that failed. That is okay. Okay. There is some issue with the application, so it failed. Even we will be able to generate report for the failed test cases also, and we can send it to developers or functional people, manual testers, and they'll do their activity, to debug and everything. Then yeah, market demand. Tosca is the fastest growing, and right now also it is market leader in test automation tools. Okay, see, I always speak test automation tools only. I don't speak testing tools. Test automation tool, or I don't speak automation tool. It is called test automation. Okay, so uh, I'll speak about India first. So if you have some 5 years of experience into testing activities, you can claim 2 years of experience into Tosca and 3 years of manual testing. Then you will get easily around 9 to 10 LPA if you are able to clear the interview very well. And if you have some real-time experience of 3 4 years, easily people are ready to give you around 18 to 20 LPA. The same is in US market also. The average salary is like 70 to 80,000 dollars LPA. Okay, then we discussed about what does this training offers, like basic to advanced level concepts. So what I have discussed, right? We'll start from zero, not even one also. Okay, you'll we'll discuss everything about Tosca, whatever we see, and what are the uses and how to play with it and everything. Then we'll go till advanced concepts, and I'll give you some real-time scenarios also. Of course, I cannot do that uh, online, but I'll give you screenshots and videos for that. How do we implement and everything. Some screenshots, some photographs and everything, by hiding the sensitive information or confidential information, of course. Then end-to-end automation, we'll have uh, project kind of thing, where you will be given the entire test cases. Okay, from they'll be like completed test cases, so you'll be able to do that like a project. And on each test case, you'll have to implement multiple concepts, whatever we discuss right now in this training program and in day-to-day sessions, right? We'll implement each concept on each test case, or at least more than not more than 2 or 3 concepts. But when it comes to your project kind of thing, you have to implement multiple projects. Everything we'll discuss, but you need to implement them in a different way, whatever that test case is uh, demanding. Then you'll have lifetime access to videos. We'll record every session, and everything will be provided to you for lifetime. And also I provide some PDF materials like best practices, all these real-time scenarios. Everything will be provided to you after the training program gets finished. And for that also you have lifetime access, and I'll provide you uh, entire test cases. Okay, we'll be able to export and import them. That also we'll discuss, and I'll provide the entire uh, as part of this training program. We will develop around 30 40 test cases, and all those test cases will be provided to you. So you will also be working on them. You will also redevelop them. Also, if you don't get time and all, you can keep my test cases as a reference and use them whenever you want. Then yeah, daily or frequent exercises. Like we'll have daily exercises. So I'll implement one concept in my own way, and I'll tell you, or I may ask you to do that in a different way. That also I'll give you some brief explanation about that, but you have to do that practically. So we'll have daily exercises. You can come back, and before starting that day's content, we'll discuss on any hurdles you face, or you want to discuss anything. No problem. Then 90% would be practical only. Everything I'll do online only. Okay. It is not like I'll develop some test case and simply explain it to you, except the real-time scenarios, which I can explain you using the photographs or screenshots only. So even I'll be facing hurdles or blocks, then I'll explain you this will face in this kind of scenarios, and I'll explain you how to get out of that also. Then daily discussion on issues, which is obvious. Then certification guidance. So if you want to apply for any interview, firstly they'll ask what are the certifications you have. So there are two certifications actually, like this. One is automation specialist for Tricentis Tosca and Tosca product consultant. So earlier we used to have these many certifications. So everything is treated as one certification, but from last 6 months they have stopped certification for all this. So now these are being treated as badges, which you'll be able to share on LinkedIn. Then if you finish all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you will get the access to, or you'll get eligibility to attend this training certification program. And once you finish this, I think we have 80% pass mark for this. If you get 80% of marks, you will be given a certificate, and you can present it, and you can add it in your CV, and we'll guide how to do all this certification. So what I recommend is start these certifications from in mid of the training program. So we'll have around 25 sessions. So uh, I would like you to start after 12 or 13 sessions. So you'll have time, and you can ask me questions or anything like that. So don't worry, if you fail in the first attempt also, you will be having second attempt. Then if you fail in second also, you will be awarded third attempt. And again, if you fail in third attempt also, you will be getting the fourth attempt, but not immediately. You will have to wait for 3 more months. After 3 months, you will be getting the fourth attempt also. Okay. Well, then yeah, questions and answers. So any questions?
So,
Yeah, please.
yeah. So can you go on the like previous slide when you were telling about the certifications? Yeah. So
Yeah,
you were saying that we have, if we are completing these all the badges, so which certification will include in this, like
both.
automation specialist or like the
Yeah, let me explain. So for this automation specialist for Tricentis Tosca, you need to have AS1, AS2, TDS1 and TDS2. So if you finish these four, you will get eligibility to attend for this certification. If you finish all these six, you will get the eligibility to go for this Tosca product consultant. So this is for different levels of experience. So if you are claiming some 1 year of experience, this is more than enough. Okay, automation specialist for Tricentis Tosca. Then if you go for 2.5 or 3 years of experience, you need to have this as a mandatory thing. Okay, that depends. So if you have if you claim some 6 months or 1 year of experience, right, then you cannot become product consultant, right? So that is why they have introduced this certification. So AE1 and API are very complicated. Okay, even to pass this badge also, you need more experience and more time to attend for this. So those have Tricentis have introduced this automation specialist for Tricentis Tosca, which needs only 4 badges. Again, that depends on how much experience you are claiming.
So,
We'll guide.
so for
Yeah.
AS1, AS2, and this examination, like we will go through like whatever you are teaching us. That is enough, or like you are providing any documentation or anything so that we can clear the certifications.
Yes. So we'll discuss 80% of the concepts for that are needed for completing AS1, AS2, TDS, all these 6 badges. Rest 20% they cannot be created in our environment using the trial license. So don't worry, you will have videos that were designed or published by Tricentis as part of this. So to complete this AS1 batch, you need to go through many videos. I think for AS1 you need to see some 30 or 35 videos. That is mandatory. You cannot skip them. You have to watch the videos completely. And during this badges also, they will provide you some subset units to practice. Whatever they discuss in one video, right? Immediately after that, you will be able to download one subset unit, download it into your Tosca and practice the same concept. That combined by my explanation and discussions, you will be able to clear certifications very easily. Both are there. They'll be very fast. So firstly, go through my videos and practice them. Then go for videos from Tricentis Tosca. So you'll find the link between them, and it will be easy for you to attend and clear the certification.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
please.
I have some doubts. So, it might be the continuation for the previous one. Sir, I'm trying for like 1 year of experience into Tosca actually. So,
Hmm.
can I get the knowledge of 1 year by these videos and all the stuff what all
Yes.
you are sharing with me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So uh,
Mm.
if you exactly follow me, my videos
Why? Because
and
when I gone through the sorry, sir. Yeah, sorry, sir. You can continue.
yeah, and let me complete. Okay. So if you follow my videos,
Yes, sir. Yes.
so be on time and
Mm.
follow it and do all the exercises and
Mm.
prepare for whatever interview questions I give. I'll give you around
Mm.
60, 70 interview questions, which are
Okay.
which cover about 80% of the real-time interviews. Okay,
Mm.
then you'll be easily claim around 2.5, 3 years of experience also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Why? Because like when I gone through the curriculum, what there is in the website,
Mm.
that's why I got this doubt. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Sir, and
So
one more
the
doubt, sir.
curriculum is,
Do we?
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Go
One
ahead.
more doubt is like, do we cover this embedded table and emulate table concept, sir?
Yes, yes. Obviously. See,
Uh,
that may
oh,
not be
yeah.
there in the curriculum or that course content,
Uh,
because we
yes, sir.
cannot keep everything there, right? So we'll
Mm-hmm.
discuss in very detail embedded controls. They come under advanced concepts,
Okay.
okay? You will not be able to find them
Uh,
anywhere. So I'll discuss with that also.
uh, okay, sir. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any more questions, or shall I go to the today's content? See, not only today, any time in any session, you can
Today's
ask
session, sir.
in any question that is related to Tosca. Okay, any technical thing or administrative thing, any silly question, simple question. You may think that is a simple question, but no. Simple questions are very complicated sometimes, and you need to clarify your doubts. Don't ever hesitate to ask anything, but related to Tosca, okay? Nothing beyond that. I'll be able to answer you. If I don't get answer right and then, I'll take some time and I'll answer your question next day also. Ask me any question, I'll be able to answer that. I will answer that. Okay. Yeah, someone is asking one more question.
Yeah, a question regarding this badges. Like you have mentioned 6 of them, right? Like what type of assessment will be there at the end for them? Like it will be like a real-time example will be given, and we have to write a test case for that,
Not,
or
no, like,
multi choice, or how it will be actually.
yeah, we'll have multiple choices. Like for some questions, you'll have only one answer. For some questions, you'll have multiple answers also, like 2, 3, 4 also. So everything is designed like that. And see, the questions will not come from anywhere outside of what we are discussing and what they publish. Okay, again, I'm speaking, right? So combined, follow my sessions and also the videos from Tricentis. So combine them both, and you will be able to answer 100% of the answers. If not 100, at least 90% you will be able to understand and you will answer. Don't worry, you will have multiple attempts also.
Okay.
And Tosca does not charge us a single rupee for any certification. Everything is free and online. There is no time limit also. You can see some 10 videos and you can leave that for 1 or 2 days if you are not available, and you can continue from there. There is no time limit at all. But what I suggest is, don't leave it like that. So go in that flow. So average completion of courses that are needed for Tosca product consultant is somewhere around 80 or 85 hours average time. Okay, but you'll not need that time also if you sit properly on this. But yeah, you can take more time also. You can take 100, 150 hours also. Tosca does not mind, or Tricentis does not mind. Okay, so let me discuss the content for today if there are no questions. Right? So firstly we'll start with types of licenses. So again, we don't do this on daily basis, but you need to understand what are the types of licenses and how do we connect to them. Uh, this comes under administrative activities. So if you are claiming some 2.5, 3.5 years of experience, you will not be exposed to all these things. All these administrative activities will be taken care by architects and admins, but you need to understand what are the types of licenses and what goes in the licensing part, right? So let us discuss on that. So all this we'll discuss about every element. Okay, don't worry, but let me start with licenses part. I'll tell you what are the uses of everything, but now let me start with licenses. So there are three types of licenses when it comes to Tosca. See, one is cloud license, one is local machine, and one is license server. So what are these? So when it comes to cloud licenses, this comprises of trial licenses. What we are getting for this training program, right? They are all called cloud licenses. So they are basically managed by Tricentis. So they have some time limit. You'll get license for 6 months, okay, 180 days, and after 180 days they'll be disabled. So everything is managed by Tricentis. That's why they are called cloud licenses. Everything has a association with cloud, which is Tricentis in our case. But in real time, our licenses may be managed by cloud servers only or cloud licenses only. But again, they'll be managed by our organization, not Tricentis, because we are paying for that. They'll have 1 year of time limit. Okay, so Tricentis provide licenses for 1 year. So If you don't want them, no problem. We need not pay anything and everything is gone. If you want to extend, again we have to renew them by paying the money. Then local machine. This will be preferred by small organizations or small companies. Like they don't want huge infrastructure. They need to have see we have some 2 or 3 users only, and we don't want server setup and everything. We don't need such a big infrastructure and all. So then we'll be again these are also paid licenses only. So we'll purchase licenses from Tricentis, but everything will be managed by our local machine. And I have not done this local machine anytime in my career. So this is not feasible. Like they have this option, but not at all feasible because everyone needs to be connected, right? See, if we have 3 team members in a team, everyone should be in sync and everyone should be on the same page. So everyone needs to have access to everyone's artifacts. So this is not at all preferred if you ask me. Then comes the license server. This is the one where most of the big organizations and everyone prefers. Okay, license server. So once we purchase licenses from Tricentis, see, like if you take, we have purchased some 10 licenses. Everything will be managed by license server, which will be not managed by Tricentis again. Everything will be managed by our organization only. But only the time limit will be managed by Tricentis people. Again, if we purchase licenses, again that will be renewed and the services continue. Okay, so what all activities goes in this license server? So the time limits for licenses, the user management. So if we have 10 licenses and if we have 20 people, both onshore and offshore. So we'll have different time zones. So 20 people will be able to work with 10 licenses, but 20 people cannot work at the same time. Only 10 people will be able to work. So if 11th one has to work, one of these 10 people have to close their commander. See, this is called commander, okay, Tosca commander. So one has to close and release the license. Then 11th one or 11th guy will be able to use the same licenses. And this is across all the technologies, okay. See, like in your organization, maybe there are multiple technologies like Salesforce, SAP, Oracle, maybe some insurance application, front office automation, anything like that. So there is no condition that this license has to be used for automation of SAP only. You have a license and you will be able to automate any of the application. Okay, this works like that. So and uh, what all goes here? So one is license management, one is user management, then server management. So people will decide. See, if you have some experience into SAP automation, and you have some 1.5 years of experience, so you will be given access to only one project only. But if I have multiple experience into multiple projects, and even if I have bandwidth to work on different projects, I'll be given access to many projects, multiple projects. I'll show you the screenshot of that. Okay. So 3 types of licenses: cloud, local machine, and license server. So how does that work? Right now for this training program from Monday, we'll be connecting to cloud license and keep working on that. But in real times, what happens is, see, we'll be connected to the license server. See, this is what I have taken from my one of my projects. Okay, so now here I am selecting connect to cloud self-hosted license server. The name itself says, right, it is license server managed by my organization, not Tricentis. Okay, we'll connect to that. So once we connect to that, we'll be asked address and port, exactly like this. See, if we want to connect to cloud license, see, it will not ask for anything. It will simply ask for my user ID and password. Okay, I have logged in, so I got these many licenses and I'll be able to use them. In the same way, if I connect to local machine, see, there is no data only, because there is no data in my local machine. This is never preferred, even I did not do this anytime. Then if we connect to license server, see, it is asking. So from this machine also, I'll be able to connect to any repository or any project if I was given access. So see, address is there, right? The same thing we are providing here, but here it is saying some, yeah, no net. So if we give the exact detail, we will be connected to the repository. It is that easy. See, but people will not give this anywhere outside. Even I will not disclose anything. Okay, so I have masked everything. So then we'll click on OK. Then see, here we are connecting to the license server, and it continues. Okay, once we go there, again we'll have to provide the same address and port. So once we connect to that, it is saying me there is one Tosca connect and Tricentis Tosca. So what is this Tosca connect? It is used to integrate with the ALM tools or CI/CD pipelines like Jenkins, anything like that. The name itself suggests, right? Tosca connect. So we discussed, right? There is no coding or scripting. This is how easy it is. So you don't need any coding. You don't need to understand any other language. Simple English is more than enough to understand Tosca. Okay, then I have two licenses for this. So Tosca Connect and Tricentis Tosca. Then yeah, it goes again. See, we have come here, right? Like, go back and then we are connected to license server, but we have to do some more changes like this. So we have to connect to the Tricentis services. We'll be able to find that here. Settings. I don't think it will be visible. Yeah, settings are loading. Yeah, see, Tricentis services. Here we have to give these many details. This is what I have done, right? If I provide all these details, I will be connected to that simply. Server endpoint address. See, that is what I am providing here. And once this is done, then again we need to configure more and more things. See, Tosca Prod app. This is all like URLs and all. So we need to connect all those. So many other details. Then once I connect and configure everything, see, these are the projects. This is the repository that we are connecting to. But here we will not see this Tricentis server repository. Okay, let me close this, and if I go to licenses, where am I seeing it? Yeah, so during configuration of workspace we will see that. Okay, so all this goes and log into Tricentis server. So already my user will be configured there. It has to be configured. If it is not configured, I will not be able to log in, and even if I log in with my any other email or any user ID, it will throw me error that user is not found, because everything is configured there. I have logged in and my user is visible here. And we discussed, right? Mm, you'll be given access depending on what you have to do in the current organization. So in my current organization, I have access to these many projects, okay, because I do many activities in many other projects. So I was given access to these many projects, but it depends on what they want you to do and what uh, you have to work on. You may have only single, you may have access to only a single repository also. Okay, once I selected my repository, it will be configured. It depends on data. It will take 30-40 minutes, sometimes even hours also, depending on how much data we are synchronizing. Synchronization is happening basically. So all the data will be synchronized and it will be visible. So this is how the licenses look. So my current organization have 13 licenses. Okay, so 13 people are using right now, and if someone wants to work on Tosca from onshore team from any other country, they'll not be able to do that because all the 13 licenses are being consumed by one of the teams. So either they can wait for us to log off or they can ask us to log off if we are not working. So then uh, the 14th guy can come and use the license. Okay, so this is how the licensing part goes. Now you may ask me, do I need to learn all these? No. These admin activities will be taken care by higher level people, architects, admins, and everyone, and they'll provide you this all the details. You need not worry. You will be given all the details and uh, step step-wise process also. Even if the even after that, if you are facing any issues, you can reach them and they'll try to sort them out. Okay, this is about the licensing part. Okay, and uh, we install Tosca on our local machine, right? Not only this, in real-time projects also, if you want to work with Tosca, you have to install it. You will be given some VDI. Mostly VDIs will be given, even if you are working on company laptops also, you will be given some VDI and you need to install the tool on those VDIs only. Yeah, again, that depends. Okay? So, what are the contents of it? So I have installed that in C drive, and you can decide where to install. Sometimes they have to be installed in OneDrive or shared paths. Again, all those details will be given to you by your architects. Okay. See, once we install it, a folder called Tosca projects will be created, and there are three folders in it called Tosca common repositories. See, this is empty because we are not connected to any common repository, right? But when we connect to common repositories and server configuration is done, there will be lot of data here. And whenever you face some issues or your Tosca gets corrupted, then you can retrieve that using all this information. Then Tosca workspaces. See, these are all the workspaces I have created for training purposes. All that, see, you are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? All those. Nothing comes from other planet or other universe. Everything will be there and visible. I'll uh, tell you or teach you what is the link between two elements or artifacts, and we'll discuss on all that very detailed. Okay, this is about the second folder, and the third one is Tosca Commander. Again, there is lot of data here, and we have some basic templates also. See, these look like Excel sheets, right? These are Excel sheets only, and can be used as data source. So some clients don't want to come into Tosca and update their data, then we can simply give this Excel file and ask them to update, especially when you are working with any ERP project, right? The data will be outdated after some week or a month or after a quarter. So new data has to be populated every time. Otherwise, test cases will keep on failing, saying that invalid data or invalid order name, business unit, anything like that. So it is always recommended to make changes in Tosca only, but still, if they don't want it, client wants to work with Excel only, no problem. Tosca is capable of doing that also. Okay, these are the contents of the folder where Tosca is installed, and we'll have many other things also. See, like in program files also, we'll have a folder for apps, right? Not here. Program files integrated. Mm, yeah, see, in Tricentis also some program files will be there, but don't disturb them, okay? Because everything is configured, and if you disturb any of this program file, everything will be crashed and corrupted. So uh, it will be escalated, and it will be not good, okay? So don't disturb them, but simply understand, or keep noted that these many things happen when we install Tosca on our machines. So everything is interrelated, and see, we have some workspaces here, right? If I delete one of these, local PC, yeah, Tosca projects, and we have 6 workspaces, right? So if I delete this, I'll not see that here. So if I delete this folder called Viniti, I'll not be able to see this here. So everything will be there in the background, and we'll be using that in some other place, which we'll discuss. Okay. Yeah. So I think we have reached our specified time also. So any questions on this part? So as we discussed today and tomorrow, it will be like introduction, or you know, we'll speak about UA things, background things, and all. So from Monday or Tuesday, we'll have the real technical sessions. Okay. So yeah, any questions from today's discussion?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, sorry, I have missed something. So, what all certifications will be covered in this Tosca?
Right now, Tosca is offering only 2 certifications. Earlier, there used to be many. AS1 is
Mm-hmm.
also considered as a certificate. Then AS2 is
Mm-hmm.
also a certificate till API. But now, as on today, only there are 2 certifications that you can do online when it comes to Tricentis Tosca. There are many other certifications on different tools. Okay, you'll be able to do certification on SAP exclusively, but
Mm-hmm.
that depends on that is very high level certification. For that you need to work on real time SAP applications. Then only you'll be able to do that. In the same way, we have
No,
certifications for other technologies also. So now, yeah, let me complete. So right now we have 2 certifications that we can do after attending this training program. One is Tosca Product Consultant, and one is Tosca Automation Specialist. So this is like intermediate level. If you are claiming some 1.5 year of experience, this is enough. But if you are going to claim 2.5, 3 years of experience, you need to have this as mandate. So both these will be covered.
no, in this course, the certification will be AS1, AS2, right? Or
No, no, or all till AE1 API also.
okay,
Okay. Yeah. Again, 80% of the concepts will be discussed, and rest
mm,
25% you have videos that are published by Tricentis itself. So when you are
okay,
going for the certifications, you need to
mm-hmm.
watch all those videos as a mandatory. That is mandatory to
Okay,
watch. Match
mm,
mandatory to watch all the videos and then appear for the exam. So
okay.
okay, you can follow my sessions and also the videos published by Tricentis. So combined both, you'll be able to answer all the questions.
And the course duration, what will be the duration of this course?
Around 25 sessions. Okay, that may be plus or minus 2 or 3,
Okay,
depends.
like
Okay,
25 days.
some, yeah, 25 days. You can take it as 25 approximately, plus maybe 2 or minus 2. It may go up to 30 also sometimes. See, that depends. Like, see, I'll get this content if you take today's session only. See, I got
Mm-hmm.
these 6 topics to discuss, but what we have done, we have discussed only 3 topics, right? or 4.
Mm-hmm.
We did not discuss about these two. So these will be carry forwarded to the next day. So like this it extends. If you come with more complicated questions, the entire session may be gone, may go off. Then we have to extend one more session. It goes like, if you don't ask any questions, it will be like 24, 25 sessions. So if some sessions are gone for discussions, it may be extended 2 hours. So take it as 25.
Mm-hmm. So, how is the demand outside India for Tosca? What is the package they're offering there?
Yeah, see, this is the slide for that. In India, if you are claiming some, 2.5 years of experience into Tosca and 5 years of total experience into testing, you will be getting easily 10, 12 LP. Okay, and if you have real-time experience of 5 years, 4 to 5 years of into Tosca, you will be getting around
Mm-hmm.
18 to 20 LP. Same range in US also. The average
Okay,
would be like 80,000 to 90,000 dollars LPA every year. Again, that depends on your experience level, your switching level, again, right? Your profile basically, and also how you clear the interview, how confident you answer your questions in interview. So this is the
got it.
average, you know, average kind of thing.
Got it.
Okay, I think I answered your question also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Any more questions for today's discussion? So it goes like this, okay? So if you ask more and more questions, we need to extend more and more. But don't hesitate, okay? As I speak, never hesitate to ask any questions. I am ready to take 40 sessions also. No problem for me. But I'll not miss a single content which I designed, and also I'll not leave you till I complete all the topics.
Is there a
And
way
all
to get
there is lot of disturbance. I am not hearing you. Yeah. Can you speak now?
is there a way to get this extended license? Because trial license it might be for weeks or few months.
No, no, it is there for 6 months. I'll guide you, okay, how to get the 6 months credit.
Thank you, thank you.
There are some public platforms where you will get where you will get it only for 14 days, but I'll guide you how to get it for 6 months, 180 days, and also you'll get second attempt also. So totally you'll get it for 1 year. I'll tell you how to
And
get that.
one more thing, if we miss any of the sessions, will we find any recordings of this
Yeah,
session?
yeah, yeah.
So that,
Every session is recorded and it will be provided to you after the session is over. They'll take some, depending on, if we have session in this time, so after this they'll not be processing, right? So next day
Mhm.
morning, IST, they'll provide you by 9:30 or 10 o'clock. The recording will be ready and it will be, the link will be given to you, so you can go through recording also.
Okay.
Now this session is also being recorded, okay?
Mm.
Where is this? Yeah, see, it is also being recorded, and you will get this also by tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
So last question, like, are you helping in any mock interviews? Like, will you take after
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the sessions or
Yes,
how?
yes, yes, yes. I'll provide you interview questions. We'll discuss during the training program also, and I'll give you a document, perfect document with all the interview questions. And once you get confident on that, I can arrange you mock interviews also, and I'll share you the feedback. So these are the areas you need to improve and other things. You can reach admin team and they'll arrange for mock interviews.
Will there be any sample questions shared for reference before
Yes,
we attend
yes, yeah,
certification?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
for the
yeah.
for the
Not for
certifications.
certain. not for certification. You will get the
Okay.
real-time interview questions only.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For certification, I cannot provide you the questions because that will be like cheating, right? So you have to watch the videos, you have to follow the content,
No, no, it's
and
not
then
like the questions they are going to give. I'm just telling,
mm,
like, I'm just asking, like, will there be any any sample thing, like in what basis that will be for
that
reference?
is,
Like, how would,
yeah, everything comes from whatever we discussed. Okay, nothing comes
okay,
out of that. Even if you face some hurdles, also there are multiple attempts. You need not worry, right? So in the first attempt, you may face or you may fail. I think 60% is the passing score for badges, and 80% is the passing percentage for final certification. So if you fail once, you'll get exposed to answers, right? You have three attempts back to back, and you get fourth attempt also, but you have to wait for 3 more months.
okay. Like, three attempts we can do at one go. For fourth attempt, we
Yeah,
have to wait for 3 months.
yeah, 3 months. Only after three
Okay.
months, the
It
fourth
applies
attempt
for
will be
every
unlocked.
batch, right? It's the same timeline for every batch.
I think, let me see that. For badges, you don't have any attempts, I think. So you may have any multiple attempts. Only for that product consultant, you will have three attempts. For badges,
Okay.
you may attempt for any number of times, I think. But again, let me check. I'll confirm that tomorrow.
Okay.
I do all the certifications every year, but I think I do not do them from last 6 months, so I'm not sure. Yeah, how many people in one batch, sir, for training? Yeah, any number of people I can accommodate. Okay, I'll not any I'll not leave any question unanswered. Even if there are 40 people also, no problem. Okay. If there are more people, right, it will be advantage for you also. Like everyone will come up with different questions and doubts, so you'll also learn more.
So will
Number
AI
is what?
affect?
No, there are some AI tools right now in the market also, but you know, once you once we go through this training program, right, you'll get your answer. No one needs to answer you. So AI will not be able to do whatever we are doing with Tosca. Okay, you'll understand that in just 5 or 6 sessions only. You'll understand. You'll get the answer for that.
Okay.
Because see, applications are very complex, and right now I don't think AI will affect. At least for next 4 or 5 years, Tosca is going to be the market leader. Because I work in real times, right? No AI can replace what we are doing. But again, subjective, right? Maybe something may come in the future, but as of now, no.
So I've come up with a new question actually. So what if we have completed our certification now and we put as experience of 2 years on our CV? So will
No
not the
problem.
recruiter ask?
No, no, no problem. See, you
If the
can
recruiter
always say,
asks,
like, yeah, yeah, I have multiple answers for this. Okay, you may answer like, I did not get requirement for any certification till now, so I did not do. Number one. And number two would be, I have done all the certifications prior to this also in my earlier organization, and I have done them freshly also. Satisfying, right?
okay,
Okay, both the ways work. Yeah, both the ways. You can say this also. So right, you will be able to do you will be able to do certifications any number of times. Okay, even if you have done product consultant now, if you are free and if you are very enthusiastic to do it again, you can do it again. You'll get a new certificate with that date.
So I can sorry. So I can tell him that the old certificate was expired, right?
Old things were expired, or I did not download them, so I lost access
Mm-hmm.
to that profile, so I lost them. And I have done
Mm-hmm.
current certifications with my current organization. Simple. Or simple answer like, I did not get requirement. I kept on working and no one asked me, so I did not do any certification. Right now I have, so you can take this as my certification. Simple. Both things work.
Okay.
Right? Done. So try to process your payments and other formalities by reaching the admin team. So again, tomorrow also we'll have all these admin kind of activities and UA things. Then from Monday, we'll start the actual technical sessions. Okay. Chalo, if there are no questions, and again, people keep on asking me. So some people are not very comfortable in uh, English, right? No problem. I will be able to understand Hindi also, but I will not be able to reply very fluently. But I will be able to understand Hindi. You can ask your doubts and questions in Hindi also. But I will reply you in English only. Okay. So yeah, let's wrap up for today, and we'll meet tomorrow at 9 p.m. IST.
Sorry, I missed the beginning thing. What's your good name?
My name is Vikram.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah. So you have the recording also. You can go through that if uh, you have that bandwidth,
Sure.
right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow at
Thank you.
9 p.m. Okay. Bye.
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 Thank you.